There was a big story about hackers and some big companies. And do y'all manage or do anything about hackers? What am I going to do about that?
Yeah, so we actually have services that we can put in place. We have a whole list of cybersecurity related services where we do utilize a lot of third-party vendors that provide that extra monitoring of the network and the environment. Also, with our basic managed services, we do provide virus and malware protection, which is also monitored. And when there's any item detected, we are getting alerted immediately to those potential infections, so those can be addressed.
What's the benefit of your services? Why would I want to hire? Why would I want to hire an outside service?
So the biggest, from the business perspective and financial perspective, the biggest benefit is going to be your cost savings. Because to hire a company like us, and specifically ResTech, for example, if we took a client of about 15 users and they choose to do our managed services plan, and just start with that basic plan only, their yearly cost will come out to about $27,000. Compare that to hiring, just a basic, desktop technician full-time. You'll probably spend at least $46,000 minimum in annual salary, especially for the Houston area. So
wow.
So just from that alone, and that doesn't factor in, payroll taxes, any additional software services the company themselves would have to purchase directly that we already provide, that's built into the cost of our service.
Mm-hmm. So if some weird something happens, some crisis, and I lose all my data, what happens then?
So the one thing that we do when we first come in and start dealing with a potential client is, we'll run assessments to take a look at their full environment, their network and the security. And we even look at, one of the things we look at is, what are they doing about their data backup? How is their data being protected? So we will recommend solutions to make sure they have a good backup. And one of the things that we can offer is a managed backup solution. So essentially what that entails is, whatever systems they want to back up, these would be essentially a full system image backup. So if the system fails, we can actually get that system restored back to whatever condition or state it was in at the last good backup that was taken. What's also very unique about this is, and maybe the system, let's say, has failed due to some physical hardware reason, and we got to get that replaced or get a whole new system in. Well, while we're waiting for that to happen, the client won't be down, because we can actually get them failed over to a virtual machine in the cloud of that backup image that was last taken. And that can be done usually within 15 to 30 minutes guaranteed.
Oh, wow. Who knew there was machines in the cloud?
Yes. A lot of people don't necessarily realize that that's possible, but that is something that we can do, is kind of a stopgap measure until we can resolve the original issue with the physical machine.
So if I, as a client, have my machines broken, do you help with all that, buying new equipment?
We do. So we do work with our clients and help them with equipment procurement. So we will go out and do all the research for them. We listen to their requirements and figure out what their true need is. And we work with our vendors that we have partnered with, and we'll go out there and get them a quote and basically do everything up to the point where it's time to purchase. And once the client has approved any quotes that we send them and they're ready to purchase, we will connect them directly with the vendor so they can get that equipment purchased.
Oh, that's good, because I know with my own computer, I had to search and all the parameters and all the different things that I wanted or needed. And so that's a great service here. So how are your services priced?
So we price all our services. We try and make everything on a fixed fee basis. So for example, as I mentioned, we've been talking about our managed services, our kind of our main offering.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll come in and evaluate the client's environment, and based on the number of machines we need, we figure out what their unit price is, and then basically tally that up and get them, here's your total cost for the month. And so long as your volume doesn't change in terms of how many units we need to be taken care of, that's going to be the same price they pay month to month.
Mm-hmm.
and the majority of our services are set that way as well.
Yeah.